What's going on, everybody? Matthew here. I'm going to be giving you guys a quick rundown of the best max level death gear. So this is for level 130, and this is with the sewers. So I'm just going to give you guys the stats, and then show you guys where to get the gear and what the gear is. So for health, you have 7.6k. For damage, you have 151. Resistance, 45. Critical 671, which equates to 66%. Block doesn't really matter, but it's low. Armor piercing low, and then low in and out healing. So I'm gonna show you guys where to get all the gear individually. But first, I'm just gonna show you guys my pet. So this is my pet that I use most of the time. It has here, I'll actually go in here. It has Pain Giver, Spell Proof, Spell Defying, Death Boon, Death Giver with Socketed Death Dealer. Ideally, you'd get Death Dealer on the pet, but the reason why I like to use this pet the most is because it provides a nice balance with the double resist and then a lot of damage with that too. So this is definitely recommended as your pet, but another pet that I do own is Xena here. This is if I need a bit more crit. So this one has Death Striker, Spell Proof, Critical Striker, Death Dealer, Death Assailant, and Death Giver. So still provides some damage, but also gives you a nice boost in crit. So yeah, now I'm going to show you guys where to get all your stuff. Okay, so first up is where you get the best hat for max level death, and it's right here at the abandoned house in the drains. The boss is King Detrius, and he drops the Vanguard helm. But you want to upgrade this to get the Dragoon's Deadly Helm. So that's the best for that's the best hat for death. So next we'll go on to the robe. Just a quick side note, while I'm talking about Dragoon gear, you're gonna want to go to Zasha Ember Forge, which is right here in the catacombs under the drains, who sells the recipes to craft the Dragoon gear and also craft the Vanguard gear with the alchemical reagents. So she's right here. She sells the recipes to get most of this gear. So yeah. Okay, so for the robe, it is the Baleful Light Brigade armor dropped here by the skeleton key boss Corporal Tennyson. To get to this place, you need to have Empria and Zenondu sewers. That's where you're gonna go for this. You also need gold keys, so that's where he drops the Baleful Light Brigade armor. Okay, so for the boots, we're going to travel back to the catacombs over here to Vigor's tomb, and here he drops the Vanguard version of the Dragoon's Deadly Boots, the Vanguard Deadly Boots, I think, which you, of course, have to craft into the Dragoon boots. So these are the best boots for death. Okay, so for the wand, this one is kind of it varies on what you value more. So there is a wand that gives about double the crit, but I think 5 less damage. So I'll show you both of those. So these are both from packs. So the one that I have, the Zamunda Spear and Shield, that is in the Crown shop here under the let me find it. The Zafaria Safari pack. This is actually quite an easy drop. I got it in about 4 to 5 packs. So it's not as bad, but the one that other people like to use that gives about 60 more crit, 5 less damage, is in the Sinbad Horror pack. This is the some Captain's Boarding Hook, I think, something boarding hook. So yeah, it really depends on which you would rather have. I prefer the damage personally, just because I feel like if you don't have max crit, there's not a huge point in going for it. So yeah, that's the wand. Okay, so this next spot is actually for both the Athame and Amulet. It drops in Morganth's chamber from Morganth. So I'll show you both of them. This is the Mercy of Shadow and Light, the Athame that drops from Morganth. And this is the Amulet, Shadow Queen's Grace, that also drops from Morganth. So you're going to want to get both of these from here. These are both the best for death. Okay, so where the best death ring drops is from this place, the Edge of the Spiral from the boss, the Devourer. So we are all the way here on the lower level catacombs. So this is the upgraded version. The Vanguard ring drops here. However, me, as well as many others, prefer to craft, craft the Vanguard version of the ring, because without a very, well informed and specifically, like, unless you plan to team out, if you're just going in team up, this is gonna likely take you forever to get. So I know many people who just get the hat, get the boots, and then just farm reagents for the rest of the time, and that's exactly what I did. So take this with a grain of salt, because you can craft the Vanguard version and then craft the Dragoon version. But yeah, best ring. Alright, move on to the deck. Oh, by the way, while I'm going to the best deck area, I just want to say, for mounts, there is a mount that gives 3% damage. I do not have it because I do not have crowns to spend like crazy, but let me find it. It's in one of these packs, the Gulcher's Horde pack. It's the Death Gulcher. It gives you 3 damage, so technically it is the best. However, it's a little not pay to win, just it's really tough to get. I've opened 1 or 2 of these, I'll open one right now. But yeah, it's not, yeah, see, like it's hard to get, okay? So I wouldn't recommend, well, it's not that I wouldn't recommend it, it's that I would take caution and don't feel like you need to get that. So that's the best mount, just by the way. Okay, so finally for the deck, we are going to the Husk and the area Elemental Forest for the deck, Deathly Paradox deck. And this is very easy to farm, and yeah, that wraps it up. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any pieces of gear that you find to be better or like more than what I presented in the video, then feel free to leave a comment down below, and yeah, catch you next time.